Tony Gaskins here, popping in. Now, did a video last night called Stop Depending on a Man. And now I've done a video called Never Give a Man Money. Because a lot of women want to say, well, men depending on women now. So I got a video on that. Make sure you see that video. And a lot of times when you watch a video and you want to suggest another video, I probably got over 200 close to 300 videos. So just search the title or click on my videos and scroll through it, and you might see a video on that other topic that you're wondering about. But now this is what I want to touch on today, because this is what I see really going on right now. And a lot of people don't get this. A lot of people don't understand that you have to, because see, we always want to do something, and then when it doesn't work out in our favor, then we want to blame the other person. But what you got to do is you got to look at who you sleeping with. Who you sleeping with right now. And what I mean by that is both ways. Physically sleeping with somebody, okay. Or if you hold on right quick, let me close my window. Or if you not physically sleeping with somebody, or you going to sleep and you in a relationship, meaning y'all in a relationship and y'all sleep at night. Either way you want to put it, whether you abstinent or whether you in fornication, who are you sleeping with? Who are you with? See, you need to understand that an ounce of prevention weighs more than a pound of cure. Now, where else do you know an ounce weighing more than a pound? Because see, a pound is 16 ounces. But when it comes to prevention and the cure, the ounce of prevention weighs more than the pound of cure. And when you understand that, what I mean by that is, if you want to see, if you want to know, if you want to see the future and know if you're going to be a single mother, look at the man you sleeping with. If he is already, and this is the thing, oh, he's a deadbeat dad. He's no good. He was no good when you met him. He was no good when you were sleeping with him. So why are you shocked and appalled that he don't want to come see his child for the last 4 months? Why are you shocked and appalled that he's not giving you any money? He was sorry when you was sleeping with him. He wasn't amazing Prince Charming when you were sleeping with him. And if he was amazing Prince Charming, when did you sleep with him? You slept with him in the first month. You sleeping with his representative. You slept with him in the third month. You were sleeping with his representative. You slept with him inside of 6 months. In the first 6 months, you were sleeping with his representative. You weren't sleeping with him. So that's on you. You see what I mean? We want to look at a situation and we want to say, oh, well, these men got to be held accountable. They got to be held responsible. The best you could do is go and apply for child support. That's the best you could do. Ain't nothing else you're going to be able to do. I can't hold him responsible. He don't know me and he not going to listen to this video. But you know how you hold a man responsible? By paying attention to who he is when you get on your bike. When you get on your bike and you look up, who are you looking at? You ain't looking at the Lord. You're not laying on your bike looking up at the Lord in supplication and prayer. You laying on your bike in fornication, looking up at a mere man who is flawed to the high heavens, flawed from the left to the right, top to the bottom. He's smoking weed. He getting drunk. He cursed like a sailor. He liked to watch nasty movies. He like to go to the club. He like to go to the strip club. He like to gamble. He like to hang out with his boys. They gambling, shooting dice. They want to go on a vacation together to Cancun, him and the boy. They want to go to Vegas together. He don't like to work. He's stealing from the job if he do work. Or he keep talking about he got laid off, but really he quitting. He playing video games 3-4 hours a day. He doing fraud, scamming, or selling drugs, doing something illegal. All them, now see, everything that I just listed out. What I want you to understand, if he doing one of those things, if he doing one of them, you got a problem. See, I know a lot of y'all, you listening, you like, oh, well, he don't do all that. Well, yeah, he watch action movies and he go to strip club, but he don't play video games. So, oh, I got to be a good man. Then he don't play video games. He don't do all. I'm not saying all of that together. Any one of those things can derail his life, and it'll derail your life. And I saw somebody said, just because a man smokes doesn't mean he cheats. And it was a man who said it, because he probably smoked like a chimney. And see, that's what you got to realize is that's what these things, all these little vices, all these little things, they have implications. And so this little bit of leaveneth the whole lump. It's the small fox that spoiled the vine. It's the small fox that spoiled the vine. So what you got to realize, it's this little thing. So if he gambles, and I done went through this again, but everybody don't watch every video, so I done talked about it. I got to go through it again. If he gambles, what does that mean? He is compulsive. It means he is irresponsible. It means that he takes ill-advised chances. It means that he's willing to risk his financial security, his financial freedom. He's willing to put it on the line to lose it all. It means that he has an addictive personality. So now you take all of that. How does that equate to a relationship? If he's willing to gamble his life away, his money away, what does that mean? He will gamble by taking a chance to sleep with another woman when he's with you. Let's say he play video games 4 hours a day. That means that he has not tapped into his purpose. Unless the video games is mentoring and his nonprofit where he mentoring at-risk teens and he playing with them while they at his mentor facility, at his whatever community center, and he talking to them as they playing and he bonding with them. Unless he is gaming and he's being paid to game, and that's how he earns a living, then guess what? It is a distraction. I can understand an hour. I can understand an hour a day. Max, I give you 2 hours a day. Now, if you do 4 hours one time a week, just on Saturday, okay, that's different. But what I'm saying is, you got men that's playing video games 3 to 4 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that game ain't paying them a dime. Guess what that is? That is a man who is running from his pain. That's a man who has not tapped into his purpose. Because see, when you tap into purpose, this is what I'm doing for an hour a day. I'm trying to change lives. I'm trying to change the world. This hour that I'm giving you, I could be playing video games. You see what I'm saying? After I finish doing this for an hour, I got a one-on-one call for a whole hour with a client. After I finish doing that for an hour, a couple hours later, I got another one-on-one call for a whole hour with a client. After I finish doing that for an hour, a couple hours later, I got another one-on-one for a whole hour with a client. So my hour doing this, and then 3 hours today talking to clients. What is that? That's 4 hours. What I just said, 4 hours on a video game. That's 4 hours I could have gave to a video game, but instead it's 4 hours that I'm trying to change the world. So when a man addicted to a game, that means he has not found his purpose. I'm not talking about playing an hour a day. Let's understand this. And you have to use inference. What that means is read between the lines. So don't just take what I say and hold it down to the letter. You gotta spirit and in truth. That's like the Bible says, serve God in spirit and in truth. You gotta use common sense. So you can't just say, well, Tony said 4 hours. My man pays 3 hours. And this is what I see. People will literally say, oh, you said if he played 4 hours a day. Well, he plays 2 hours and 55 minutes a day. So that means I'm safe? Lord, God bless you. God bless you. Okay, God bless you. Well, Tony, you said if he gamble, smoke, get drunk, and play video game. Well, he gamble, smoke, and play video game, but he don't get drunk. So does that mean I'm safe? No. Well, Tony, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't curse, but he does fraud. He scammed credit cards. So does that mean I'm safe? No. Listen to me. If this man got any vice, you hear me? He got any vice. I'm going to tell you what my vice is right now. What's my vice? My vice is my purpose. Serving the world. Trying to change lives. That's my vice. That's my vice right now. So that's what you got to look at the vice and you got to weigh the vice. If his vice is working at the community center, mentoring at-risk youth, that's a good vice to have, the balance with. I'm going to tell you what my other vice is. I had Popeye last night. Sweet and honey chicken. I got to hit me some Popeye once a month. At least once a month I got to hit me some Popeye. I'm doing better because I used to hit Popeye about 2 times a week. 3 times a week sometimes. At least once a month I got to hit me some Popeye. That's my vice. You see what I'm saying? I don't watch nasty movies. I don't deal with Angela. I don't gamble. I don't smoke. I don't get drunk. I don't curse. I don't go to the club. You see what I'm saying? So the vices that's really detrimental, that I really wouldn't be able to balance or control, all that right there, ain't none of that in my life. So guess what? What my wife got to worry about. The only thing that'll give her contention in her spirit is me serving you. Me sitting here with you for an hour. And if I don't give her equal or greater time, give her an hour. It's some days that you might get an hour from me and she might get 30 minutes. So that's when I have to say, hey, I can't save the whole world and lose my own. You hear me? So you'll see me take breaks. So next month, I'm off. Next month, September, I'll be 1 hour a day on YouTube, but the rest of my day free. So me and my wife, we'll be parlaying. You hear me? We're going to be at lunch spot. We're going to be working out together. I'm taking a whole month off from one-on-one coaching, except for VIP sessions where people, they have to get in and they pay that VIP price. So I'm going to find that balance. You have to look at the person, the man you dealing with. If you a man, then just invert this, okay? But just like the Bible say he, it's talking to women too, but it say he. So just y'all need to understand, just because I'm addressing one sex does not mean I ain't talking to both of you. Just invert the information so that it applies to you. So this is what you got to understand now. This man, you have to look at him and you got to see what are his vices. And then what you have to realize, anything that shows he doesn't have self-control. So let's say he cursed like a sailor. If he cursed like a sailor, that means that he is immature. It means that he is also lacking intelligence to express what's on his mind. It also means that he won't be able to go in every room, because if you curse like a sailor, you can't sit down and have a productive conversation with a child. You can't sit down and have a productive conversation with a priest or a pope or a pastor. If you curse like a sailor, you limited in your interactions. You're going to be offending people, stepping on people's toes, alienating, ostracizing. And he does not have the wherewithal, the emotional intelligence to articulate himself like an adult when he uses countless curse words. So guess what that means? Curse words are attached to foolishness, ignorance, or anger. So what does that mean? If he curses like a sailor, when he gets angry, those curse words will become the antecedent behavior to physical violence. Okay? So that is the implication. Now, when you look at he's into nasty movies. Okay? Nasty movies. All right? Got a lot going on. Nasty. So if he's into nasty movies, that means that his spirit is perverted. That means that he cannot control and tame his lust. That means his lust has taken over his life and he is living out of bounds. So that means that his lust will start to seep out and overflow. So that means he will be attracted to your teenage daughter that you're bringing into his life. You coming to him for him to be stepdaddy, but he into nasty movies, he will be envisioning sleeping with your daughter. If he watch man on man, nasty movies, he will be envisioning your son sleeping with him. Okay, yeah, we going there now. This ain't no kiddie channel. No, we going there. We all the way there now. So hear what I'm trying to tell you. This is what a lot of y'all do not understand. If he smoke weed, all right, a lot of y'all talking. Somebody said, "Oh, some people use weed for medicinal purpose." We not talking about medicinal purpose. We ain't talking about medicinal purpose. So what they got to do with this? All right, and the only time a person need to be smoking weed is if it's truly doctor prescribed, like they have cancer, and a lot of times that cancer is terminal, and they need to ease the pain. Glaucoma, whatever that is, we heard that it's migraines, or something like this right here. But guess what? You really got to think about this thing now. How is one illness made better by creating another illness? Because what does smoking do? It makes your lungs black. It corrodes your esophagus. It promotes cancer in the body. It changes your brain matter. Smoking weed eventually affect your memory, because it's altering the chemicals that's released from your brain into your body that makes you calm and relax. That is altering your brain pattern. That's altering the chemistry of your body. So you cannot smoke daily and not have an adverse reaction, not have a reaction to what you're doing. You got to understand it. I'm gonna tell you right here. I used to sell it, so I was in the street selling it. My clients was the fiends. I never once smoked it. Never once. I have never once smoked weed, and I used to have it sitting by me in bulk, and I was selling it. You know why I never smoked it? Because I saw what it do. It's a gateway. It is a gateway, and it changes you. Anything that you are addicted to is unhealthy for your life. Anything that you are addicted to, it is unhealthy for your life. And now I'm gonna give you an example. something that we know is very, very good is the Holy Bible. But if you are addicted to it, guess what'll happen? You will become too heavenly minded to be any earthly good. You will be looking down your nose at everybody thinking that you walking on water and they in quicksand. You will be thinking that you Jesus next to kin and you going to be on the left hand side of the Lord while Jesus on the right hand side of the Lord and everybody else is a heathen. You see what I'm saying? Everything has to be taken in doses and you have to have control over it. If it controls you, especially an illegal substance, which is becoming legal, but you know why it's becoming legal? It's becoming legal because if they could sell it, that's going to add billions of dollars in tax revenue in every state. So it's finna be a money play because it's like, okay, if we got it illegal, we ain't getting no money off of it. We ain't making nothing. And the best we get to do is throw people in jail. And now the place is overcrowded. So, hey, we got to change this. We got to change this. And then the other thing why it's becoming legal is because the lawmakers hitting it. They on that G35 government issued. Woo, yeah, we got to pass this bill. Come on in here, Kamala. I need you to pass this bill. You see what I'm saying? You from Oakland, girl, pass this bill. Hey, pass this bill, Kamala. So that's another reason why it's becoming legal. Now, let's go this right here. When you got to look at this. Let's say he has 2 baby mamas. If he got 2 baby mamas, that lets you know that he has some immaturity and some irresponsibility. I got a lot of homeboys with multiple baby mamas. If they being real with me, if they being real with themselves, if they being real with you, they will tell you, I was a grown boy. I was a dog. I was a liar. I was a cheater. They will tell you that. Now, this is what you have to realize. If he got 2 baby mamas, that's in the past. So what you have to do is look at his present. You have to see how has he changed. So if he has multiple baby mamas, but he still curses like a sailor, he still smoke like a chimney, he still drink like a fish, he still club like a disco, like a DJ, then guess what? That's that same immaturity that had him go raw dog into them women, impregnate them, and then sabotage the relationship so that now he's no longer with them. But he doing all this other stuff in his life. That means he's still immature. So understand that. That means he's still immature. So now if he has baby mamas, if he has a record, convicted felon, if he has a past, stuff that it comes from his past, but in the present, he has removed the vices from his life. So he's not smoking like a chimney. He might smoke a cigar on his birthday, when they win the championship, when, it's a wedding, it's a special occasion, and it's a cigar. Okay? That right there is different. He may drink, but it's one drink. He had him one wind down drink at night. 2, if he heavy set or tall. And so he got more, body mass to soak up that alcohol. Now, if he turning back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a night, or he drinking something strong and he hitting 2, 3 glasses up, he doing 5 shots for that hit, and then he getting slur of speech. You see his judgment change. You see the gait in his walk change. That's a vice. He got a problem. Okay? So when you look at this man, if he has a past, You have to evaluate the present. So if he got multiple baby mamas, if he a convicted felon, if he's a former drug dealer, if he used to curse like a sailor, if he used to do something, but in the present, he's living right, he's focused, he has integrity, he has character, he has ambition, then guess what? He has made a change. But this is the thing. You got to take your time. You got to take your time. So you cannot judge him for 3 months and say, this is who I have. You cannot judge him for 6 months and say, this is who I have. If he been perfect for 3 months, go to 6. If he been perfect for 6 months, go to 9. If he's been perfect for 9 months, go to 12. He's been perfect for 12 months, go to 15. You see what I'm saying? And when I say perfect, I don't mean the literal sense of the word perfect. When I say perfect, I mean he has no real vices that are eating him up, distracting him, and ruining his life. I'm not saying y'all don't have a misunderstanding. Y'all don't have a disagreement. What I'm saying is he's not verbally abused. He's not physically abused. He's not emotionally abused. He's not financially abused. He's not socially abused. You see what I mean? He's not socially. When I say socially abused, I mean keeping you from your friends and your family. When I say financially, I mean taking all your money, borrowing money, consistently borrowing money from you, getting money from you, or controlling you with money. Not letting you spend your money, telling you how to spend your money, or, if y'all together in joint situation finances and he get do what he want to do and you got to ask him for permission before you do anything, that's financially abuse. Okay? Or he won't let you work, that's financially abuse. So understand that right there. So when you look at this the ounce of prevention. Because I have family members say to me, well, my child's father doesn't do anything, won't even give a single dime, and I'm struggling, and I'm a single mother. And I'm like, okay, now let me ask you a question. Okay. Let me ask you a question. All right. Okay, come on. Pull your chair up to my dad. Okay, let me. Now, the man that you talking about, what did he do when you was dating him? Well, he sold weed. Oh, okay. Now how did he treat you? Like, did he curse at you? Yeah, when he get mad, he'll curse me out. Okay. Did he ever put hands on you? Well, I don't even want to go there. Like, no, let's go there. Tell me, so what did he do? Well, one time he choked until I passed out. And I blacked out. Okay. Is that all? Well, another time he picked me up and body slammed me. And my neck hit the ground before any other part of my body. And I thought I broke my neck. I couldn't walk for 3 days. Oh, okay. So he sold he beat on you. Did he ever cheat on you? Well, yeah. A few times I caught him with other women, but it mostly was with his other child's mother that he was sleeping with. Oh, okay, all right. So he sold weed. Okay, did he smoke it too? Yeah, he smoked it too. Anything else? Well, sometimes he did pills too. Okay, now was he snorting anything? Well, rumor has it that every now and then he would snort powder, but I never seen it with my own eyes. Okay, so, all right. So he sold, he did pills, every now and then laced it, bump, boom, what y'all call it, bump, boom. Where you from? He beat on you. He cheated on you. He didn't have a real job. Didn't start his own company. He didn't have no car. He drove your car. He lived in your apartment that's in your name. Okay, now, this the person that you complaining about not paying child support and not giving you a dime for your child. But this who you was sleeping with. Now let me ask you now, when you slept with him, did he drug you? Slip something in your drink? No. Okay. Did he hold you down and make you? No. Oh, okay. Did he pay you for it? Like, was you working in the streets? No. Okay, all right. Now, listen. Now, I took y'all through that whole scenario because this is a real conversation. This is a real conversation I done had with a family member. This is a real conversation, and I ain't worried about her seeing this because she don't watch video because it's too real for her, too much truth for her. People don't want to hear the truth; they want to live in their mess. But I took you through that whole thing because that's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do for yourself. If you can't do it for yourself, then you come to me. You can find me on mymentor.life. See that website, mymentor.life. If I'm not available, it's another coach. It's other coaches on there. We got several coaches on there. It's hundreds of coaches on there, to be specific. So you get your coach and you talk to them about the man you dealing with. And say, well, I want to talk to you about the man that I'm dealing with. And just, want to see if you think he a good man. Anybody gonna be able to tell you. Ray Charles could tell you, and he can't see him. Helen Keller could tell you, and she can't hear him. The Lord could tell you, and you can't hear him audibly. Anybody, the Jack in the Box could tell you. That little elf that you bring out at Christmas, that move around the house, that you got to move around the house, could tell you. Anybody could tell you if the man you dealing with is worth your time. So that scenario, what I just took you through, I want you to take yourself through that, to evaluate who you dealing with, evaluate who you dating, who you sleeping with, who you engaged to, evaluate who you married to, if you married. See, when you evaluate this, the person that cause see, you might not be dealing with nobody right now, but you might meet him next week. You might meet him next month. And this is the thing. Y'all, when you get desperate, when you get lonely, it's so many women that cry at night because they're alone. And we could assume that humans were not intended to be alone. And that's why when God made Adam, he later made Eve, because he did not intend for man to be alone. When I say man, I mean mankind, not just males, not just men. He did not intend for mankind to be alone. So I will attribute the crying and the frustration and the angry with God to the fact that your heart, your spirit, your body is yearning for companionship. As humans, if we don't have companionship, we will die. And when I say companionship, I mean somebody to talk to. It don't necessarily have to be a lover, but it's kind of like in the prison system, why they put people in solitary confinement, because that is punishing to the human mind. That punishes, that annihilates the human mind. It will send a person, it will make a person literally lose their mind. That confinement, that solitary confinement. So we need friends, associates, companions, what have you. And it is a lot of women who are crying because they're alone. It's not, men are not crying because a man could go get the presence of a woman that easy. It's so easy. It's not as easy. It's as easy for a woman, but it's not in the average woman's nature. It's in some women's nature, but it's not in the average woman's nature to go up and approach a man and to shoot her shot and to strike up a conversation, to strike up a friendship just for the sake of companionship, friendship, to have somebody to talk to. That's not in the average woman's nature. That is in the average man's nature. Whether that nature be designed by society or whether it's innate. The jury is still out on it. And so, but society plays a huge role in that. So think about this. You are desperate. You lonely. Okay. You desperate and you lonely. Hold on real quick. Got something in my eye. You desperate and you lonely. And you tired. If your body done experienced what that pole feel like, you yearning to have some pole in you. You ready. You missing it. You want you something. And so you yearning for it because you want that fix. And the reason why you want that fix is because when you get it, you get a release. You've heard of dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. You get a release from your brain. That release changes your chemistry in your body. It changes the way you feel. You feel a Maxwell. You feel that. So if you felt that, you start to miss it. You start to yearn for it. That's why a lot of y'all is trying to get me to condone y'all toys. And I'm cursing y'all toys. That's the devil with a battery in his back. So stay away from them toys and focus on the Lord. Pray. If you need to drink prune juice, if you need to have your bottle of olive oil to put on your forehead every night when you lay down, you need to turn the preaching channel on, turn the gospel music channel on. So that way, if you go to reach and grab that toy, you hear that, never would have made it. And you like, oh Lord, let me put this down. And the Lord will call you right on into his presence and you leave that toy right where it's at. But see, you missing all of this. If you had you a man with a muscle and you used to rub that old shoulder, you used to massage that old neck, that old thick neck he had, you used to rub that back, you missing it. You used to feel his beard rub up against your chin, your cheek when he hugged you. You missing the touch and the feel and the smell and the presence of a man. You need to change your tire. You need to go get an oil change. Your car need washing. You need to change the light in the ceiling. This stuff that your ex-boyfriend used to do for you. And now you get down there and you going to put air in your tire. And you stick it on there and the thing pop off of there and the air shooting around and you next thing you know you down there at the tire just why am I low? And you going through, you calling on the Lord, and it's literally women who have just bust out in tears when they doing something that they would have had a man do for them, and they mess up on it, or it's not working out, or they can't figure it out. They'll break out in tears. So guess what? You go through that, and that is why when you meet this man who has these vices, that's why you overlook it, because you're not happy alone. You have not done the work alone. You have not read the books. You have not gotten the coaching. You have not started the business or built the business or invested in the business. You have not done the work. So therefore, you are operating from angst, from fear, from frustration, from desperation, from low self-esteem, from loneliness. You operating from every place but self-love. So when you get this man, I'm getting tired. We on the long stretch now. Whew, I need to take a breath. Whew, Lord, I'm getting tired now. We trying to go now. Hold on, y'all give me a little longer. Hey, I need an usher. Bring me more napkin. Bring me more little, need my little swig of water. Now, listen. You tired. So when you meet this man, guess what? You overlook the vices. You say, oh, well, he smoked weed, but like, that's like illegal in 39 states. Like, I mean, legal. It's legalized now in 39 states. And so it's like, what's the big deal? And it's like, God made the ground and the soil, and this is a leaf that grows. It's not made in a lab by evil men, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This was created by God. He is smoking from God's garden. Like, what's the big deal? Tony Gaskins, give me a break. And then the other issue is that you might smoke. So because you smoke, you think there ain't nothing wrong with it because you functioning fine. Because you are a functioning junkie. That's what we call it. All right. Now you offended. I know you. Oh, I'm logging off. Get me out this video. You trying to excite? You trying to get out this video so fast? No. I'm telling you what the servers, what the hustlers. When I was in the street hustling, you smoke. What we call you a functioning junkie. Because me and my plug, my connect, which was my cousin, we didn't smoke. My cousin spent 20 years in the streets, heavy, 10 toes down, did not smoke. And used to always say, don't get high on your own supply. And told me, he said, cuz, I know they say weed is harmless, but I ain't never seen one client stay the same. And I had the same observation. And I was on out there 5 years. I had the same observation. So because you might be smoking, see, this is the thing, this is the problem with a lot of women today, is that women used to be the backbone. Women used to be the stabilizer. Women used to be the prayer warrior. And in some cases, that is the case. But today, because of the influences on women, because you got women out here just talking nasty about WAP and just showing all this stuff and just being nasty, and you got women like on Beyonce level that's putting up with cheating and making songs about it, praising the cheating, making money off the cheating. Oh, you cheated? Album, tour, on the run, tour money, millions. Hey, do you want to cheat again with Becky with a good haircut? Boy, we just made 80 million. Woo! When you gonna cheat again? Hurry up and cheat again, cause that was Lemonade. Next time I'm finna do a CD called Coca-Cola. Cause woo, that's gonna sell. So now Beyonce want Jay-Z to cheat again. So now she can make Coca-Cola. She already did Lemonade. Now she getting ready to do Fruit Punch. So because of these influences, women saying, well, if Beyonce getting cheated on, I might as well just give him a hall pass here. Go cheat. Because I do not, because listen, I don't have the energy to be writing music and all that. My back hurt. So here, just go cheat. Because if this man cheated on Beyonce, I ain't got a chance in the world. Halle Berry got cheated on? Yeah, who else? Go get 2 girlfriends. She got cheated on too? You know what? Just invite your girlfriend to the bedroom and we'll just do threes and fours and like Will and Jaden, the entanglement. Just come on. We'll just do the entanglement. I'm tired. So today, that's what's happening with women today. So now, women smoking like a chimney. Women drinking like a fish. Women sliding down a pole. Women inviting the girlfriend in. Women okaying the cheating. So today, what used to be the stabilizer, what used to be the backbone, Satan then took and broke it. Satan trying to break the backbone because he say, I already know these men shot out. I already know they done lost their mind. I already know these men ain't gonna do right unless the woman do right. So you know what? I'm finna attack the woman. So what I'm finna do? I'm finna make her have disdain for the man. I'm finna make her say she need to think like a man and she need to act like a man. I'm finna make her cheat too. I'm finna convince her that she need to cheat before he cheat. I'm finna convince her that she need to allow him to cheat, that she need to invite other women in the relationship, because I'm gonna put so much fear in her and so much anxiety in her that she gonna tell him to invite another woman in a relationship, so that way I'm finna destroy the home. Because so when they children look up to them, they gonna look so lost and so confused. They children gonna be raising themselves. So now they children finna be having at 12 years old, because they see what mama and daddy doing. They see daddy and gave mama a black eye. They see mama done bust daddy in the head, daddy leaking blood out the head. Now they grow up, they punching their friend in the nose at school. Now they on the bus. Give me some. They hunching on the bus. They riding the bus to their friend house where they mama work until midnight, and they over there getting the train ran on the daughter. Oh yeah, all this happening. This happened when I was coming up. So can you imagine what's happening today? Can you imagine what's happening today? When I was coming up in middle school, it was 6th graders. It was a girl in the 6th grade. Yeah. And had a mama and daddy. But the world was raising them. She was for the streets and had a mama and daddy. And you know why? It's because mama shot out. Daddy shot out. I don't mean addicted to drugs. Sometimes that's the case. But I mean you so focused on your loneliness. You so focused on your brokenness. You so focused, and when I say focus on your brokenness, I mean you operating from brokenness, not trying to fix it. You so focused on your desperation. You so focused on your sexual needs that you can't even be a strong mother or father for your children. That's the issue right now with this world. That's what's going on. So you got to evaluate who you with. And then the thing about it is, if the stuff I mentioned you doing, you got to evaluate yourself. Why you smoking? Who introduced you to it? When y'all did it, why did you do it? Did the doctor tell you smoke this? Smoke this is gonna save your life. Smoke this, you're gonna live longer. Smoke this, you're gonna have just undeniable happiness for the rest of your life. Is that what the doctor told you? No, then why are you smoking? Who you smoking for? Oh, your ex-boyfriend got you into it? Oh, okay. Oh, your homegirl got you into it? Oh, little dude you sleeping with? Oh, that's what got you into it? Oh, you trying to be cool? Oh, you trying to fit in? Oh, and now you're addicted. Oh, okay. Now you're addicted. Now you get mad when people tell you that you wasting your life away. That you corroding your esophagus. That your lungs getting black. That you altering the chemistry of your brain. Now you get mad. Oh, now you want to argue. Oh, so now you get on Google to find articles to stake your claim that this right here, what you smoking, harmless. Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. You can have that. You ain't fooling nobody. So why you drink like a fish? When I say drink like a fish, I mean get drunk. I don't mean drink socially. Understand that. I mean you get drunk. You drink it to wash your sorrows away, to wash your worries away, the curb your anxiety or whatever it is, depression, whatever you feeling. That's why you drink. Why you do that? Who started you? Who introduced you to it? What happened in your life? What led you to it? Was it grief? Was it loneliness? Was it ignorance? Was it immaturity? Was it adolescent behavior? What led you to it? All right. See, we might have to go a little longer today. I don't know. I might have to go across an hour today. I don't know. My phone probably getting ready to die. But so see, you got to evaluate the person you with. Then, if the issue with you, evaluate you. Cause see, it ain't always the other person. Now, and see, I mentioned all these vices, but in addition to those vices, you got anger issues. You got communication issues. So you got some other things that's not necessarily a vice. It's not a vice, but it's a personality issue. It's a character issue. It's a maturity issue. And if the person that you with, or that you getting with, or that you dating, or whoever, married to, or whatever, if they have it, that issue, or if they don't have it and you have it, then you got to evaluate you. So see, this the thing, is that a lot of women who have their vices, a lot of women want to watch nasty movies because they was exposed to it at a young age, or they was put onto it by a friend or a boyfriend in their past, and they got addicted to it. And so now they love it and they need it. It's a fix. It's an addiction. And so because they are addicted to it, now they okay it in a relationship with the man. But what a lot of women don't understand is that there's different reactions. There's different reactions to these stimuli. So a man is gonna, smoking is gonna do something different to a man than it does to a woman. There will be some similarities, but it's gonna be different. Gambling will be different, will do something different to a man than it does to a woman. There will be some similarities. And there will be some women who react the same way as a man. But it'll be a lot of women who, like, for example, my wife has no interest whatsoever in playing the lotto or doing a scratch off. My wife has never bought a lotto ticket or a scratch off. When that make a million, it crossed 400 million. I'd be in that line. I said, well, the Bible don't really talk about lotto. And this is how we'll do the Bible. Now the Bible speaks against gambling in quick riches, trying to come up. The Bible talk about if you sprout up fast, it's gonna wither away. You're gonna lose it fast. So if you take shortcuts and to get money fast, you're gonna lose it fast. The Bible talk about that. That's why we say, as Christians, that's why we say the lotto and gambling and stuff like that is a sin. The Bible does talk about it. It don't, but see how we do as Christians. We looking, lotto. Don't see lotto. Go on Google. Lotto, is lotto in the Bible? No, lotto is not in the Bible. Okay. All right, give me 5 of them Mega Millions tickets. And so I remember one time, it was years ago, I bought me $55 worth of Mega Million tickets. I said, Lord, forgive me now. I said, Lord, nah, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but my mother-in-law being there speaking in tongues and anointing and praying, and she played the lotto. So Lord, maybe you gave her a revelation that this ain't nothing wrong with the lotto. I heard a pastor play lotto. I saw a Christian, Lord. I saw a Christian on the news. I literally saw a Christian on the news. She won $27 million. And so she's going to give 10% to her church. I say, wow. So Christian is condoning the lotto now? So I went and got me $55. I ain't win. Every now and then, I get me a scratch off. Now, it's been a long time, but I used to get me a little scratch off. Hey, give me $5 and $1 scratch offs. My wife has no interest in that. That's the difference between a man and a woman. Men like to take chances. Men like to gamble. Men like to bet on themselves. Men get a high out of competition. You see Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. When you watch a documentary or you study Michael Jordan, one thing you're going to see that was synonymous with his basketball was gambling. Yeah. Them athletes, gamble. You hear me? Look here. I'm talking about millions. But guess what? The pro women athletes are not doing that. You might have a couple, but they're not doing that. Why? Men and women are different. So just because as a woman, it's a lot of women who are seen as classy women, who will be faithful women, and they curse. Hold on. Somebody knocking on the door. Let me see what this is. Yeah, I'll be right back. Hold on. Let me see. I might have to sign. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. Hey, I'm back now. Hold on now. Why be ordering stuff that need a signature? You know, when you order certain stuff from certain places, they need a signature. Now, what I was saying was a lot of women do things that men do. So it's a lot of women that I'll be talking bad about cursing because it's just potty mouth. It's filthy. And then I will be coaching a woman who has everything going for her and she cursed like a sailor. F this. I was like, what the F? I'd be like, now me, I don't curse. So when I hear a woman curse, it send like shock waves down my spine. I'd be like, ugh. So it make me throw up in my mouth a little bit. But I don't judge people. I say, okay, all right, I'm one of them. All right, one of those cursers. Okay, God bless you. All right. But it's a lot of women curse. But that's where they come from. It's who they hang around. It's just everybody curse. It make the sentence sound better. It make the sentence a little funnier, I guess. You know, but y'all notice I don't say a single curse word. And do you get you a laugh on these videos? I don't know. I ain't telling you no jokes, but I don't curse. And so, but guess what? So a woman cursing has total different implications than a man cursing. Because when men curse, women possess the cognitive skills that most men lack. So a woman is articulate and able to express herself. So whereas a woman may insert a curse word intentionally for effect, a man may insert a curse word because he doesn't know another word to go there. And where a woman may curse and be completely calm, a man, if he's cursing and if she's cursing when she's angry, she still can curse and be angry without committing assault. A man, if he's cursing when he's angry, an assault is about to ensue. You see what I mean? Because men and women are different. Now you will have some overlapping. You'll have some women that they go off the same way men do. And you have some men who can stay calm the same way a lot of women can. So you have some overlapping, but it's different. So when you look at this man that you're dealing with, you got to evaluate his vices, evaluate his personality, evaluate his choices. If he has some things that are not good, but you do the same thing, evaluate yourself and change. And if you do something that you know you need to work on, that you know ain't all the way right, it doesn't excuse him doing it. Instead, get yourself right before you get in a relationship and you change and you grow so that you can require change and growth from him. So you stop smoking. You stop cursing like a sailor. You stop smoking like a chimney. You stop drinking like a fish. You stop clubbing like a DJ. You stop gambling like a casino. You stop watching nasty movies. You stop and you change so that when you get with him, you can require the same. Because if he has those vices, it has total different implications in most cases, and it will derail your relationship. And that's how you end up a single mama. That's how you end up broke, busted, and disgusted. Gotta go.